Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out redzonecoins.com for cheap and fast coins. You can use code ZERK for 10% off at checkout. Get 1,000,000 coins for $45.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I wanted to do a video going over how I think EA could make Madden 21 Ultimate Team the best Ultimate Team ever. Now, if you guys didn't already know, maybe you don't know this, but EA developers, they tend to watch our videos. They tend to watch YouTubers' videos. They want to see what we have to say, and they want to see what your guys' feedback is. When it comes to like new promos or anything, they definitely go out of their way to watch YouTubers' videos, to watch Twitch streamers, to see what their feedback is, to see what the community's feedback is on things. As much as people sometimes don't think EA cares about what we actually want, obviously they do. They want the game to be good as they possibly can so they can make more money. But still, doesn't matter. They definitely want to see your guys' feedback. So if there's anything else that's not involved in this video, or maybe something in this video you definitely agree with, comment it down below. Jake Stein, who's an EA developer, did kind of hint a little bit. I did post a video a couple of days ago going over my MUT Master predictions. He replied with a meme, essentially, saying that I wasn't very close at all with my predictions. So, we do know they watch, and Jake, if you're watching this video, if you over on Twitter, if you're watching this, you want to leave a little feedback maybe, let us know if any of this is in the game. But before we go any farther, I do want to give a shout out to Noble Peasant Gaming for being a part of the Nota Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn that notification bell on, and comment down below Nota Gang. We currently don't have any Madden 21 Ultimate Team news, but I'm expecting to get some pretty soon. So be on the lookout. We're going to get some shortly here. We already know there's going to be a blog on the 18th, but I'd be very surprised if we didn't get something before then. But with that being said, let's go over what I think will make Madden 21 really, really good and potentially the best Madden Ultimate Team ever. Now, before we even really go over anything, one thing I do want to mention, I am not going to be focusing on gameplay in this video. This is strictly going to be Ultimate Team aspects, stuff that's in Ultimate Team. We all know about gameplay, okay? We all know how bad Madden 20 gameplay was. It was definitely the most frustrating year, in my opinion, that I've ever played. And I have played through Madden 15 through. So Madden 16, 17, 18, 19, and now 20. 20 was by far and away, in terms of Madden gameplay, I feel like it was the worst. It was beyond frustrating. So hopefully Madden 21 gameplay is just going to be better. But this is something that I've actually been asking for years, and other people have been asking for this as well. And I think this would just be a really, really cool feature. This isn't really a necessity, but this is a really cool feature. If we could flip over a card like Calvin Johnson here and go to one of these slots and see their stats on the card, like the stats that they've actually accumulated while on your team, like receiving yards, receptions, touchdowns, maybe even if they had it so that the card just in general would track throughout other people's teams as well. Like, I think that'd actually be really, really cool if you could see what other people did, and then maybe it said, you know, lifetime stats, and then it would say on your team stats. I think that'd be really, really cool to do. I don't know if EA would end up doing this, but I think this would actually be a really cool feature, and the entire community has been asking for that for years. Now, the next thing that I think EA definitely needs to do, especially if they want to keep going with power-ups, power-up passes, all this training stuff, is some sort of tracker for where we put these power passes at. Now, I learned my lesson in Madden 19 after losing so much, taking players off, trying to find my power passes, that this year, going in the beginning of this year, I started a notepad. And I also let you guys know every single time I did like a best players do power passes on, at least I'm pretty sure I did let you guys know, to keep track where you put these power passes at. Because if you lose one and you don't know who that 93 to 94 power pass is on, and then you want to go pick up the new Aaron Donald, whatever, next year, and he has a 94 overall card, but you're looking at picking up like his 98, 99, whatever, yeah, it's a pain to go and find that 93, 94 on whoever you have it on, because you honestly forget about that really quickly. So I'd love for there to be some sort of a tracker. I don't know, maybe if they gave us like a collectible, just a power up tracker where you can just flip it over and it'll show you like all the players you have your power passes on. That'd be really cool. I'm not sure how EA would implement that, but again, something that would definitely save a lot of people a lot of time and a lot of currency. Now, something else I want to mention is kind of correlated to gameplay here, but it is going to be with head-to-head seasons and also Weekend League. I feel like Weekend League, every single week for myself anyways, those red zone packs, those touchdown packs, you guys probably feel the same way as well. All of the weeks that I opened up the red zone and touchdown packs, I don't think there was a single week where I actually made profit taking the pack over the coins. The actual pack odds involved in the red zone and touchdown packs, I feel like need to be buffed or give us additional packs. Give us more packs for playing Weekend League, which is by far, I think, the most stressful thing to do in MUT. Is it worth it to do? Sometimes. Like, the monthly rewards were pretty solid. I definitely say the monthly rewards, I felt like every single time I got those, I felt pretty rewarded, but the weekly rewards were just awful week after week for myself. And then, of course, head-to-head. I really feel like something they need to reintroduce, and they haven't done it this year. I don't believe they did it last year either, but double coin weekends. Those were a blast for head-to-head. It really gave us something to do on the weekend. Of course, you know, maybe they don't want to introduce that anymore because we have Weekend League, but how about because we have Weekend League, why don't you give us Weekend League to do at the weekend, and then during the week, maybe once a month, once every other month, whatever, give us a double coin, maybe Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. Give us like a 3-day period where we get double coins for playing head-to-head. I feel like in general, head-to-head needs to have better rewards. It's just really not that rewarding to go ahead and play. It's more so just like a warm-up for Weekend League. And head-to-head used to be like the main thing before Weekend League. And now it just doesn't really feel like it's rewarding at all to play. So I feel like head-to-head rewards need to be a little bit better. Double coin weeks, I suppose, would be good because obviously we have Weekend League. They want us to focus on that, I guess. But Weekend League also needs better rewards. Just in general, head-to-head weekly rewards need to be better. And I suppose the same thing can go for solo battles. I personally don't play solo battles, but I know a lot of people do. And I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind getting some better rewards for that too. Speaking of rewards, now, I feel like at times it actually wasn't too bad, but with certain promos, it definitely felt really, really lackluster. The MUT Rewards promo. MUT Rewards is supposed to be very, very rewarding, especially for people that opened over 1,000 packs. A lot of people throughout the year just felt like MUT Rewards wasn't good enough this year. And now I'm going to get into a couple of things that I really felt were missing throughout this year, including content. This is obviously going to be a main part of this video because I felt like it was extremely lackluster, and I want to say this right now. I honestly feel as though Madden 20 this entire year, I think that Madden 20 developers, in general EA I should say, they knew that with Madden 21 being on the next generation console, maybe it takes a little bit more time to develop that game. I felt like going into this year, almost right off the bat, I could tell we were kind of in for a slower year. Like, content was never really like crazy like it has been in years past. That is obviously shown by the lack of Blitz promos in Madden 19. We had 3 Blitz promos, one for Black Friday, which we got this year, one for Christmas, and also one for New Year's. We did not have one for Christmas, we did not have one for New Year's. I felt like those are big time missed opportunities. I would love to see those back in Madden 21. They're a lot of fun. Like, they are a lot of fun. Brings a lot of stuff to the game, gives us some new players to play with, and just really messes up the market a bit, which is kind of fun. But on the topic of promos, this is something that EA should do right off the bat to really help the longevity of the game. Make flashbacks, make heavyweights, and make veterans better. Honestly, for like the first couple of weeks the game was out, they were good. Flashbacks and heavyweights anyways, but you guys know me. I do videos on any new content that we get, any new players in the game. I stopped doing videos on veterans because they're just irrelevant after the first couple of weeks. Like, they just weren't anything at all. No one cared for them. They weren't good. Ryan Fitzpatrick was the best veteran we got, strictly because of the meme, and the picture they decided to use was awesome. But aside from him, that was like it. Veterans were basically worthless. Flashbacks and heavyweights after the first couple of weeks, they really weren't anything good at all either. Like, they weren't really usable. They couldn't compete at all with like the new legend players coming out, the new promo players coming out. They need to keep flashbacks, heavyweights, and veterans going, or if they're going to replace them like they did this year, you need to replace it with something. I feel like the training currency store the entire year was lackluster. Like, they just missed something to do with training the entire year, especially like the last couple of months of the game. There was like nothing. They had the 97 overall theme builders pack, which was okay, but the value wasn't really there with that. And then there really was just not much to actually use your training on throughout the year. So I feel like they could have thrown in throwback players into the training market. Like, if they're not going to do sets like they've done in years past, they want to get training more incorporated into the game, then you got to give us something to use it on aside from just upgrading players. We want better flashbacks. We want better heavyweights. We want better veterans that are actually usable throughout the year. It just makes sense, and it just adds to the longevity of the game. And of course, if we're talking about longevity of the game, more promos need to be in Madden 21. It is so important. There's so many promos that we missed out on this year. It's very ridiculous. It was very apparent for like the last 3 to 4 months of the game, honestly, in Madden 20. For the last like 3 months, it's been dead. There's been absolutely nothing. Rookie premieres came out. The earliest that I've ever seen rookie premieres come out usually come out like the first week. They came out way before the first week of July. And at that point, we knew it was GG. This game was over. There was no positional heroes, which is the first time that I can ever remember positional heroes not coming out. We also didn't get the Summer Blockbuster promo, which I know that wasn't in last year, I don't believe. We didn't get the Spotlight promo, which that was in last year. And then we also didn't get Motivators, which we haven't had in a couple of years. And I feel like that would be so key, or like early December. Like Motivators is a promo that I feel like still needs to come back. It would be so awesome to get those players to get +2 to hit power, +2 to zone. It'd be so nice for building up teams. I feel like that's a promo we really need back. And in general, there's a lot of promos they could return from years past or incorporate some sort of new promo. Like this year, EA, be honest, this year was not good in terms of content. At times, there was a decent amount of content, but it never was a rush. Like, so much content we have this entire week. It just never really was like that. So I feel like we need a lot more in Madden 21, and I feel like with it being the next generation console, I think that they're going to really focus on it, and I hope they're really going to focus on Madden 21 content. And the last thing that I want to talk about is going to be a few key additions to the Legends promo. Now, I will give the EA their props this year, right? The Theme Diamond promo, really cool, and getting us a couple of key names we wanted to see back, like Nnamdi Asomugha, Antonio Cromartie. Loved it. Loved seeing them back in the game. I think he did a really good job at actually getting a lot of good players. However, there's a few key players I think we all would like to see back, and the top two I think that you guys obviously know about at this point are Cam Chancellor and Charles Woodson. We really want Charles Woodson, and we really want Cam Chancellor. I think if EA could get those two players in Madden 21, yes, there's going to be a lot of complaints still because there's a couple legends we want to see, like Brett Favre wasn't in this year. Felt like him with Gunslinger would have been really cool to see, especially with how fast it would have made his throwing animation. But Charles Woodson and Cam Chancellor are needs for Madden 21. So with that being said, guys, let me know down below anything else you could add into this. I'm sure there's a lot more I could have added into this as well. But those are some key things that I think I really want to see added back to Madden 21, or things added in that we've never had before. So that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. And if you did, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, and of course hit that sub button down below. I gotta be honest with you guys, my expectations for Madden 21, pretty high, probably because of Madden 20 being so down at the end of the year. I feel like there has to be a reason for it, and I really hope it's because they wanted to put so much effort in Madden 21, especially with the new consoles coming out. I feel like it may be a little bit slower at the beginning of the year, but when those new consoles come out, I feel like we're about to get flooded, and I can't wait. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.